Hi everyone, today I'm going to show everyone how I made this card here using this stamp set from Kraftgali called Peony Bliss. I'm going to be stamping my image onto watercolor paper using Distress ink and Antique Linen. This is a common color used if you're going for a no line coloring look. So I'm going to be stamping this actually a couple times because I like to get a nice dark impression. I'm just going to sort of rub over the top of this stamp so that it gets on there really well. And here you can see I have a nice dark impression. So now we can get to the fun part and get ready to color. But first, I kind of like to take a heat tool and kind of just dry the ink up a little bit so that I don't have any smears or anything like that. I will be coloring this beautiful image using watercolors from Mijello Mission Gold. The first color that I'm going to be using is red violet, and I kind of like to start towards the base of the petals. This is where the darker shadows will be, and basically I'm laying down kind of a lot of color, and I'm going to be pulling that color out using a water brush pen. Me and paintbrushes don't seem to work very well, but water brush pens just seem to work really well for me. I feel like I have more control, so I tend to use these more, but I do use paintbrushes from time to time. And I do want to say, I just came from the dentist and I got a crown put in on my front tooth, so I probably sound a little funny because I swear I feel like I'm about to spit my tooth out. But bear with me here as we get through this video. I'm not going to bore everybody watching this video, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed things up a bit, and I'm going to play some music, but I will stop occasionally as I'm doing different things and pop in with detailed instructions. But I will pop in from time to time when I'm doing something different. That way I can give you instructions on what I'm doing. Like here, what I like to do is I move to different petals so that the watercolor areas don't muddle together. So you kind of want to let a section dry. So it's good to move to a different petal that's not close to the one you just originally colored. Okay, so now if I can figure out to add some music, we can add some music here and speed things up. finish my card up, I basically just took a die to die cut the card front out. Going to clean some of the pieces out of the die that well, not the die, the card that I just cut out. Now I'm taking a sentiment from the stamp set and I'm going to be stamping it onto black cardstock using this white pigment ink from my favorite things actually. But first I'm going to take my embossing, like I think it's powder, so that it doesn't stick when you pour your embossing powder on it. Then I'm simply going to take my heat tool and heat the embossing powder, and it comes out so nice because it's nice and bright and white against the black cardstock. And now I'm just going to cut my sentiment out, and once I'm done, I'm going to adhere it to my card front here. I'm not sure exactly where I want to put it, but somewhere we'll put this on it to complete the look, and then we will have a nice finished card. I am matting the stamped image against some purple cardstock that I will be adhering to another piece of white cardstock, which my card measures 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. I'm just going to get everything all glued together, and here we have a nice completed card. Hope everyone has enjoyed my video, and thanks for stopping by. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up.